Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, April 15th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. What's up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to today's show. It is Thursday, April 15th, which means that it's the 105th day of the year. I don't know why that's important, but I just felt I'd let you know. I also feel like you should know that Antoine Vaillant is tipping the scales around 310 pounds this morning. And as far as this show is concerned, that is important. I think according to reports, all systems are a go for Antoine. And right now the plan is for him to move full speed ahead into his first contest prep of the season. The sense I get from my sources is that there's a lot of optimism from his camp about where he is in the process, and they believe the off-season has been extremely productive. So now that he's getting closer to being a full-scale prep mode, these next few months might really start to be interesting. I know people like to say that if you work really hard, and if you sacrifice, and if you believe in yourself, that eventually all your hard work will pay off and your dreams will come true. But sometimes nightmares come true too. And sometimes those nightmares are named Justin Rodriguez. With the New York Pro a little more than a month away now, Justin is starting to look more and more like he's going to be a major problem. Pound for pound, I think this will be the biggest and leanest that he's ever been. And the sense I get from people in his camp is that he believes this is his show to win. And if he's as good as they say he is, then he really will be a living, breathing nightmare for everyone else in that lineup. Now, take what I just said about Justin and put a pin in it, because 9 times out of 10, the stuff we see in our nightmares pales in comparison to how scary reality is. And the reality of Akim Williams' situation is pretty simple. If he decides to enter the New York Pro lineup, I don't care who else is there on that stage, because the real-life Brooklyn Beast is something I can guarantee you no one wants a part of. Lately, there have been rumors floating around about Akim jumping into the New York Pro and using it as a tune-up for something bigger down the road. And if you look at what kind of shape he's in now, it does feel like there might be a little bit of truth to those rumors. I think the general consensus is that Akim will be on a bodybuilding stage at some point within the next few months. And if this first stop just so happens to be the New York Pro, is there anyone else on the roster that you'd put over him as an early favorite? One more bit of New York Pro news before we move on, and this one is my personal favorite because it reminds me of bodybuilding during the 90s. In case you haven't guessed by the pictures over my shoulder, I'm talking about the feud that's been bubbling up between Nick Walker and Blessing Awodibu over the last few months. A few days ago, Blessing released his version of a movie poster on Instagram that featured him and Nick in a Godzilla vs. King Kong style clash. Now, in case you haven't been following this is just the latest jab in a series of exchanges between these two throughout their entire contest prep. They've been going back and forth for months, and I think you could make the argument that this has actually added to the drama and intrigue heading into the show. And at the end of the day, bodybuilding is all about entertainment. So if an old school 1990s style feud is what brings people into the seats, I say bring it. Because this is what creates the moments that fans are going to be talking about for years to come. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.